Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how you can purchase your own domain and share your website with the world. In previous video we uploaded website via TinyHost, which was free, but did not offer to customize our domain name, only the subdomain. We also made a quick introduction to communication with client and server, so make sure to check that video if you haven't already. If you like the content I'm posting on this channel, consider subscribing. If you encounter any issues during this or any other video, feel free to participate down in comment section. As I mentioned in previous video, you need a server for sharing your website to the World Wide Web. But how to acquire one? There are actually a lot of ways how you can have your own server. In previous video, we uploaded our website to TinyHost server, which did not allow us to do any administrative operations, so we were limited with the resources and settings of the server. Now we will check some more advanced alternatives. The first one is shared hosting. Shared hosting is an arrangement where several websites are kept on the same server. According to the program you pay monthly, you get the resources such as RAM, CPU, storage, bandwidth, and so on that you share with others. This is the cheapest type of hosting. It's like sharing an apartment with roommates. You pay less rent, but you're also limited with the resources. Shared hosting usually comes with add-ons like free domain with SSL certificate, security scanners, control panel like cPanel or Plesk or any others, backups, and so on. Shared hosting is great for users that don't have experience with server administration, and it's also hosting that we will be using today. The next one is Virtual Private Server or VPS. It's a nice upgrade from shared hosting when you're prepared to do some more server administration by yourself. You still share physical space on server with other users, but this time you have your own virtual property on the server. In this case, your server is a virtual machine running on bigger physical server shared with others. Here you have complete access to resources that are given to you. VPS can be represented as you having an apartment in multi-story building, where you can do anything you want inside your apartment, but not to the whole building, which in this case is physical server itself. Some of the most popular VPS are Bluehost, InMotion VPS, HostGator, and others. And the last type of hosting provider that we will cover in this video is dedicated server hosting. That basically means that you have access to the full physical server from hosting provider. In this case, you have full control and can be disturbed by any neighbors sharing same resources or server as you. You can also handle higher traffic bounded to your server capacity, which can be upscaled. The downside is that if you are not using all or most of the resources, you still pay the full price. This type of hosting is for advanced users who are capable of maintaining their own servers. There are a lot of others we won't cover in this video, since we are focusing more on beginner level of server administration. Important thing that you have to understand while trying to publish your website online is that you need two things: hosting and a domain. Hosting basically means that storage on server that can serve your website's content, as we explained in previous video. Domain is the name of your website, and by that name your customers or anyone else will be able to find you on the very crowded World Wide Web. As I mentioned before, shared hosting usually comes with domain, so you don't have to bother connecting the two. Popular example of shared hosting is hostinger.com. As you can see, you can check if the name for your future website is available. You also get the information about the price for different extension names you want to add. Then, for the hosting packages, we have three different ones. First one is the most basic one, which provides us serving only one website, and the others have more resources and advanced features that we as beginners won't need at the start. After you buy hosting and domain, you will get credentials for accessing your server. Usually, those came in mail you specified during the transaction of your hosting. You should get username and password. For connecting to your server part, we will use software called FileZilla. You can find link of their official website in description. Make sure you download the FileZilla client, not the server. Here is the user interface of FileZilla. At the top, we have input fields that accept the credentials from our hosting provider that we got in the email. Below the inputs, we have a log output, where we will see additional information about our connection, like errors or warnings. Then we have our screen divided in two parts. At the left, we have our local file system, and at the right, the file system of our server that we are connecting to. At the very bottom, we have the progress bar of file transferring status will display, as you will see later in video. Now we can establish our first connection to our new server. For the host, you will need to enter ftp:// and the name of your domain, in my example, BenxLabs.com. For username and password, type credentials that you got from your hosting provider on the mail. And the port always have to be 21, which is used for transferring files to the server. Now you can click on Quick Connect. The warning like this, you can just click OK. If you successfully establish connection to your server, the file system should appear at the right side of your screen, like so. It's also possible that you got errors about security, which means that your hosting provider does not support encrypted connection. In that case, you have to click on the icon of Site Manager at the left side of the screen and put your credential right here. You also have to check from encryption, only use plain FTP, which is insecure. But some hosting providers doesn't have another option, so you can select use only plain FTP. After entering all credentials, click Connect, and the file system should appear. As you can see, there are only two folders on my server: HTTP docs and logs. Anything you want to be displayed on your website must go into the HTTP docs folder. As you can see, I already have my website uploaded, but just for the sake of this video, we will make some small changes in the code and upload it to the server so you'll be able to see the changes live. So if I open my HTML code for my website, and for example, just change this Earn More button to Learn More button and save it. At the left side, as we said, we have our local system. And I already have opened my blog YouTube folder. So all I have to do, I have to publish this index.html to my server. I can drag and drop, or I can click with right click and click on upload. As you can see, I get a message for the security again, for the certificate. I click OK. And I will also get the notification about the target file already exists, but that's okay. I want to overwrite it because I made some changes. And I think we are pretty much done. Now we can go to our BenxLabs.com. And as you can see, here is Earn More. And if I refresh, our button changes to Learn More. And it's just that you can upload your whole website on your new shared hosting. So that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you have an online website right now, and make sure to share your domain name with us in the comment section. So I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in next one.